Hi Deborah, this is Michaela. I spoke with you on the phone earlier today, and as mentioned, here's just a quick video to go over your website with you, show you what Google looks for with optimizing websites, how to get brand new leads from just your website alone, and discuss your overall online performance. So to get started, with having a background in digital marketing, I can tell you that Google looks at three specific aspects when ranking websites on their platform. Those aspects are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So let's start with content. Content is probably the most important aspect in organic movement of your website. And by organic movement, I mean you can be at position number 15 for one keyword one day and all the way up to number 2 the next day, just based on content alone. Google loves content. So content is anywhere that actual text shows up on your website. So that would count. This information here would count. And that's all we have. So overall, not a lot of content, right? This is the biggest thing that people miss when ranking their websites. So let me give you an example for why content is so important and discuss it with you, okay? So anytime you do a basic Google search for anything specific, Wikipedia is always your #1 search result, right? Well, why is that? It's because it has so much content. So content is key for Google. So every few weeks, Google does a sweep of the internet, finds content-rich sites, and naturally starts moving them up the rankings without even ranking for other keywords necessarily. So this is going to be the biggest factor to move your website up the rankings. So after knowing how much Google loves content, as well as doing a little research in your area, I'm going to suggest you have anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 words of content on just your homepage alone. This will allow you to beat anybody in your area who is currently ranking for content because nobody had that much content. So this is enough to beat your competition and secure a top position on the Google platform, as well as allow Google to find you and easily move you. With that said, on every additional page, we typically recommend that, we recommend that every service you offer has its own special page. So this one might be a little different naturally because your carpets, hardwood, deodorization, all of this is all on one service, and I understand that. So maybe what we should do here is just keep all this together but add a lot more content. For every page on your website, we typically recommend between 750 to 1,000 words of content. I would recommend you have more considering you have multiple services listed out here. Unless you wanted to have another tab for cleaning services and go down and select each one, in which case we would have 750 per service offered, if that makes sense. So doing that does two things for you. Number one, it adds a ton of content to your site, right? And again, what do we know about content? Google loves it. This would easily make you the area leader in content, securing those top positions, making it virtually impossible for other people to beat you unless they got more content than you. And again, this is one of those things that most people just don't know is important to Google. So by doing that, it helps you up the rankings, as well as it allows us to put keyword-specific service industry keywords on every page. So for carpet cleaning page, or the area that you have your carpet cleaning listed, we would include all of the carpet cleaning keywords to rank you for in your area, as well as hardwood and vinyl flooring, oriental rugs, area rug cleaning, and so forth. Getting good appropriate keywords on every page is going to help you soar to the top of the rankings, getting you seen by more people. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. This here is Ahrefs, and it gives me just a breakdown of how you're doing on the internet today. And as you can see, only getting about 15 people coming to your website, partially because you're not ranking for a lot of keywords and you're not ranking high for those keywords. So again, for your business name, you're at #1 and #8. For everything else, you're at the bottom of page 1 here for this one, and everything else is on page 2 or beyond. So again, just not getting that visibility that we want to see for businesses, right? So Getting, like this is 100 people searching this every month, you're in the middle of page 2. Same here, you're in the middle of page 3, and so forth. So getting good quality keywords in the content on your website is going to allow more traffic to come to your website alone. Next, I want to take you over here to these two numbers, this UR and DR. UR is directly related to citations. And I used carpet cleaning just as an example because we want you to rank for all of the services that you offer. And I do see that you are number 2 here on this GMB, which is awesome. This is the direct visibility that we want for all small businesses. But I would recommend that you get more citations for 2 reasons. Number 1, be the area leader for citations as well. If you're going to be the area leader for content, let's be the area leader for citations, securing top positions in both of the 2 most important factors that Google ranks for. So more citations, more places where your name, business, address, and phone number show up in a directory. Go ahead and get to the top and increase that margin between you and your competition. Climbing up that ladder is going to cause this UR to go up, and I'll tell you why that's important here in just a second. Lastly, this DR is directly related to backlinks and referring domains. A backlink is anywhere that your business's website has a clickable link on another business website. Think Angie's List or HomeAdvisor.com. Those are 2 really good examples because they have a lot of traffic coming to them, and they have a lot of influence from Google. So getting good referring domains like them to host your backlink points a lot of their influence back to your site. The more influence you have pointing back to you, the higher this DR goes. People who are ranking at the top of Google for multiple keywords have a really high UR. So again, this is important to keep climbing so that you are the area leader. High DR and a high amount of keywords, which have to be surrounded by a lot of content on your website, ultimately results in high traffic to your website. So again, content, citations, and backlinks are the 3 major aspects that Google looks for when ranking on their platform. Well, Deborah, I hope you found this information helpful. If it's not too much trouble, send me a quick email. Tell me what you thought about it. I would greatly appreciate it. But for now, that's all I have. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be in touch. Bye-bye.